If you're wondering why nobody will come help you when you're in a fight, Andrew Bronca's book that I keep talking about can tell you why.
Where them kicks at? Where them hands? Where them holes? Where them throws? You know what I'm saying?
Please don't make the mistake of thinking you don't need to read the Law of Self-Defense book, because I make a few videos about just little slivers of it. I haven't even gotten to the good. I'm not even telling you the really good stuff. So you have not read the book because you watched any of my videos, or even all of my videos. Trust me. There's so much to this thing. This could be a course, man. This could be probably like 3 courses at a university, easy. Anyway, this is the thing where he's talking about the risk of defending other people. Now, I know a lot of times we martial artists, we want to learn how to defend ourselves, and then eventually we want to feel like we can protect other people. But you got to slow your roll a little bit about that. Let's check this out. In addition to having to worry about the legal framework, there are also other problems that can arise. The person you rescued may not see the situation the same way you did, at least not by the time they have to testify at trial weeks or months later. That's something, I'm glad he put that in the book, because that's something I've always felt that people would do to me, that they could be getting beat up or something, and then I come in there and I save them. I guess that's just my own cynicism sometimes. And then they'll turn around and act like, well, I didn't, I did, I saved them for getting beat up by their husband. And then by the time the trial comes, he was hitting my husband. That's why I stabbed him with a knife. It probably comes from when I was in the reserves and I met some people who were like also cops, in addition to being Marine reservists. And once they felt comfortable with me, they would tell me stuff like, don't ever go on a domestic call if you become a police officer, because people will flip the script on you. Let's see, there's more in here. If you know and trust the person you are rescuing, like a family member or a reliable friend, then you probably don't need to worry about this, depending on your family, that is. But what if you don't know the person? Let's pretend you turn a corner to see a man struggling with a woman. His hands are firmly around her neck. His face is filled with rage, and her face is turning blue as she desperately struggles to pull away. You think, he is going to kill her. You step in, you shoot him in the head, and after taking a moment to recover, you call the police. With a lawyer present, of course. Okay, I'm paraphrasing because I don't want to just read out and get copyright strike. The woman tells a very different story. In her mind, her longtime abusive boyfriend is no longer a danger to her, just like I was saying. And she did love him after all, so her affection for him comes to dominate her memory. He was only playing around, she tells the police. The two of them played this game all the time. There was never any danger. There was never any real danger. In fact, she tells the jury that the only time she was ever really afraid was when this nut, and that means you, martial artist, or gun person. In this context, he's talking about gun use. But like I've said, I want to take the gun paradigm and bring it over to us as martial artists, even though a lot of what we would do is not going to be considered deadly force in the eyes of the law. But in my opinion, it's just good to have something to guide you than nothing at all, until I'm corrected otherwise. The only person she was afraid of was you, the person that showed up with the gun, or you that came out there and did that jump roundhouse kick and knocked dude out. And then he hit his head on a car. If the person you claim to have rescued is herself saying there was no danger other than you, who's the jury supposed to believe? After all, you're the suspect and the man you shot is the victim. Or in my case, I'm not going to say me, I don't want to speak into existence. In the case of a martial artist, it's the person who did the martial arts technique, not the person who was actually going to choke this woman to death. You stopped it, but she still got feelings for this joker. So then when push comes to shove and the law is around, she's going to turn on you. Unfortunately, altered recollections are common. Just ask any patrol officer who has had to deal with a domestic dispute, meaning you can ask any patrol officer. Just like I was just saying, If you can get a cop to talk honestly to you, they will say, oh, they call them, well, they used to call them domestics. Don't go on a domestic. Oh my God. So if you want to get an S on your chest and go out there and be super high kicking man or jiu-jitsu man, taekwondo tough, you know. What's a good one for judo? I don't know. The judo guy. You know, you think you can haymaker your way or tiger claw your way through the world, man? No. No. You got to get the facts straight before you jump in and try to defend people. Because if not, looks like, according to Andrew Bronca and probably a lot of other cynical people out there. Well, he's not cynical. He's talking from legal experience. Looks like things could kind of go bad for you if the person that you know you saved decides they want to save the person who was trying to kill them instead. So thanks for watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with people who like to talk about the martial arts. And peace.